We're going to walk through together how to set up a Google account and begin your teacher web page. So first of all, you probably already have a Google account if you've used any of the Google features, if you've used Gmail, if you've used YouTube, any of those features, you probably already have a Google account. If you don't, you can go to this page and create one, accounts.google.com, and sign up. Again, though, most of us probably already have the Google account. But once you're signed up, then you can go to one of your Google pages. You can go directly to YouTube or directly to Google Plus or Gmail, but we're going to go into the overall Google account and take a look. So if I simply go to the Google page, google.com, you'll see that I do have a Google account. In fact, I have several Google accounts. And so I'm going to use this drag bar because I want to use my Gmail account, which of course isn't showing right there. I want to use my Gmail account because I have most of the things we do for this class attached to my Gmail account. So there's my Gmail account and I'm already signed in. And then when I check on here for all my apps, I have a lot of different apps in here that I can go to. So I'm already signed in with Google Plus, with Google Search, with YouTube, and Gmail, Google Drive, and so forth. And we'll talk about a lot of those later. But for now, we're going to do Google Sites, and we're going to set up a website. So for our purposes here, I'm going to go back to my default Google site and click on my apps here because I don't have any Google Sites here. If I click on Sites, it will say, okay, I don't have any on this Google account, but I can make one. And so then I would push create. And this site has a lot of different templates. You can use a blank template. You can browse the gallery. And we would like a template for schools and education. And there are all sorts of them here. So I'm just going to choose an education website. It says Science Classroom, Classroom Corkboard, Simple and Easy Teacher Site, etc. Pencils. So you pick one you like. I kind of like the pencils, so I'm going to choose that one. And then I'm going to name my site. So I'll call it Dr. Wolf's Classroom Website. And that gives me a URL down here. You can buy a domain name if you don't like that, but that's good enough for me. And then select a theme. There are all sorts of themes we can choose down here with colors and so forth. I'm going to stick with what we've got with our template at the beginning, but we can always go back and change the theme. And then more options here would be a couple of various things that we'll talk about as we get along. But I'm just going to create this using Rebecca's templates and see what I come up with here. So I'm pushing create a site. And there's my website. And so I have a home page here. And then we can add pages, we can add files, and so forth. So that's how you set up the page. The next video we'll talk about setting up the home page and other pages. But for now, that's how we're going to set this up. And again, if I were to go back to it, if I go back to my main page, and let me just go to a different page and come back. So if I were to go to a different page, I'm going to come back to my default page. And that comes up. And so there's my site, and we'll go from there.